I don't enter one chance, I swear, I go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day, for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they here they run to? Move it up. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat your love. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come up. It is very close and they feel am. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it up. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collect it private. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.
Anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị onwe gị bụ simile nke ndị agha ka igwe mere anyị ebere ka akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka ude nke anyị na-asụ wee bịa n'iru gị ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee guzosi ike ka anyị wee n'ikpete masụ nye ha sọgụtụtara nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'ebighị ebi maruo n'ebighị ebi ise mma mma dịrị gị Chineke mma mma dịrị gị Chineke.
Are you still fighting the struggle to have independence for Biafra?
We are fighting for independence, not fighting physically with guns and bullets. We are fighting in terms of our agitation. We are fighting in terms of our belief. We're fighting in terms of our consistency to ensure that we are free. Because we're not free. As a free people, we can afford to make life better for our people. Right now, we can't do that because of how Nigeria is structured and because of the very flawed foundations upon which Nigeria is.
You called for a referendum latest this year, November, you said, I think.
Yes.
If that doesn't happen, what's the way forward? Because the way it looks like the government will definitely not agree to that.
Then there'll be no elections in Biafra land. No more elections here. They can put whoever they like in office. They can do whatever they like with their political positions. We will not engage in any political process.
You said it's a peaceful struggle, but
Yes.
there are some videos of you appearing in the past, especially abroad, in particular in one conference in the US, where you said you need weapons to defend yourself, you need guns and ammunition. How can we understand that in the context that you're saying it's a peaceful struggle?
I'm sure you've heard about the Fulani headsmen killing people all over the place. Have you heard about it? Of course. Exactly. So how do you intend to defend yourself against Fulani headsmen without guns and bullets? They'll be killing our people, raping our women, destroying crops in the farms, and no one does anything about it. Is that how human beings are supposed to live?
So, and you have the right to arm yourself and defend yourself with arms in that context?
Self-defense is recognized even by all the known laws of the UN. Is that not correct? We have the right. If somebody were to barge into this very interview now wielding a machete or an AK-47, are you suggesting we should let them get away with it?
You were detained for almost 2 years, from 2015 on, and actually there was no trial. No trial ever happened, and despite several court rulings that said you were supposed to be released, you were not released.
Yes.
Do you think you were treated in a fair way by the government? Or rather also by the justice system?
No, not fairly, because Nigeria is not a civilized country. People behave like animals. They are not reasonable enough. They're not disciplined enough. They are not mentally developed enough to run a transparent civil society. For them, they have a feudal mindset where you have the ruling class and, a multitude of poverty-stricken people who never utters any word in rebellion or to even ask questions about their plight. That is one thing we are determined to challenge.
Don't you think you insult a lot of Nigerians with that?
I'm being very kind, to be honest. I could have used far more harsher words to describe them. I'm being very kind.
So generally you don't think very positive of your countrymen then, obviously?
They are not... When you say positive, no, as individuals, perhaps there are a few good people amongst them. But as a collective, this is an absolute mess. And you can see for yourself. Didn't you go through the roads and see how horrible they are? Didn't you see how unkempt everywhere is? How filthy and dirty everywhere is? That is the product of a Nigerian system that is uniquely backwards, even by the very third world standards of Black Africa. That's the fact, and people must face up to it.
Well, I traveled in the north quite extensively, and I went to very remote areas sometimes where you would still find Igbo people living there, peaceful together with communities in the north. Don't you sometimes think that you might endanger their peaceful coexistence with the communities there, that they might get into trouble with that?
So if they're living so peacefully together, or cohabiting so peacefully as you put it, how come you hear about all those uprisings in the north where southern Christians are being slaughtered and nothing gets done about it? Are you telling me that that is normal? People are in the north out of a dire need, necessity more or less, to try and survive. Because here, the entire production process has been emasculated by people and policies that are geared towards ensuring that our people exist in perpetual state of poverty. And that is unacceptable to us. What we're asking the world to recognize is that we want to live in peace, not in pieces. We want to live in peace, just to allow us to be. Allow Biafra to exist. We were existing before the British came. Just allow us to go back to, what we were before. No African came to Europe to create countries. So for somebody to just come in here and say, you, from today your name is Nigeria, is simply laughable.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's program. I appreciate everyone that has connected to the program. Wherever you are joining from, we thank you for being part of this very evening section. It's our evening program. Remember, in evening program, we don't take much time. We go to the business of the day and we do it as quick and as fast as we can. Thank you so much for joining, Kenneth. I appreciate you for being there, Kenneth. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
And I thank everyone that has connected wherever you are joining from. Either you are joining us from Biafra land, from Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, Nigeria, Africa. You are joining us from Russia, from China, from Israel. If you're joining us from the United States, I appreciate everyone that is joining us. I welcome you and I thank you for being part of this program. We have come once again this evening to do what we know how to do best, to continue to push the propagation of the gospel that we have signed up to continue to preach. We will continue to speak and we will continue to send out the message, whether they like it or not. They must hear us. They must hear us, whether they like it or not, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how bad it is, no matter the obstacles, the propaganda, the blackmail. We will continue to speak on top of our voices and they must hear us. They must hear us. So I welcome everyone that has connected to this program. Wherever you are connecting up from, I thank you for being part of the program and I say, may Chukwu Kabiam continue to guide and protect everyone that has joined us. Please, as you join, like and share the program. Like and share the program to family and friends. Like and share the program to anyone that is close to you. Anyone that you can be able to reach out to them. Tell them that we are now online. They can join us and let us go into the business of the day. This is what we have signed up for. And we will continue to do it. This is a continuation of our program that we did in the morning. When we had our program, we did a program, very interesting one, and we are continuing on that very awareness. Thank you for joining, Young Wealthy. I can see you, Young Wealthy, you are here again. You are with me in the morning, and here you are. That is how important it is for everybody. It is very important. See people joining from a difficult angle, from very tough places, and they are joining the program, speaking their mind and adding their own opinion. It is not easy. It is not easy. It's people who leave their job and they join us on this live program, making sure their voice is heard. It is not easy. You spend the money, spend your time to make sure that you make your own contribution to Biafran people. It is really, really commendable. It is really, really commendable. So no matter what the enemies are doing, no matter what they say, no matter how they say it, we will continue to make sure that we are not silenced. We will continue to make sure we are not silenced, and at every given opportunity, we will make sure that we air our opinion, and the world must hear us and hear us clear. They must hear us. They cannot continue to pretend not to hear us. They cannot continue to pretend that we are not speaking. As they continue to pretend, we will continue to speak, and we will even speak louder than we have ever done. So I thank you all for joining on this very evening section. Everyone that has connected, wherever you join us from, I appreciate you and I thank you for being part of the program. This evening, we have come again on this evening, and we are going to go into some very, very important issues that concerns us. Mercy Accurate TV. Thank you so much, Mercy. Thank you so much, Mercy. I appreciate you. Thank you for being part of the program. I appreciate you. You are always here. These are the people who are giving me the courage to come in at every given opportunity. Even no matter how difficult it is, I know there are people who are waiting and willing to share the moment with me, help also to educate Biafrans and share the program. Thank you so much for joining Mercy Akere TV. Please, you can subscribe to her. I believe that's a platform. Mercy Akere TV should be a platform. So every one of us that is here, try and subscribe to Mercy Akere TV and find out what she has in her own platform. It is important. We have to support each other so that we can grow together. Support each other so we can grow. So every one of us started from one angle or the other, and we keep on supporting each other until we got to where we are today. So my fellow Biafrans, I appreciate every one of you and thank you for being around this evening. And in this evening section of our program, still on the matter of the day, we choose the topic which says Trump strike Nigeria. Monday sit at home takes new turn. Biafra rise for justice. First of all, remember that tomorrow, Nnamdi Kanu is going to come to the court. Nnamdi is having his court case tomorrow. So we are going to be live tomorrow by 7:30 a.m. We're going to be live. So make sure you touch your notification bell so that you'll be notified. You can join us. We start together and we end it up together. Don't miss anything. You know, in the case of Nnamdi, we'll go to court. We get information from the courtroom. As they are in the court, we get all the information there and we push it out and make sure we don't miss anything. So make sure you are there. So on the case of Donald Trump's condition to Nigeria, it has continued and it continues to intensify. They have tried as much as possible to maneuver. Remember, when we were having our program in the morning, we got information that Tinubu was about to go to the US, and all of a sudden he canceled it, and now he's to South Africa. So since then, so many other events has happened, which we also touch. Again, we're going to reach out to those events and be able to look into it. But the most important thing that you have to know is that this is a very critical time that we're in. We are in a very critical time, a time that we must not miss any single opportunity. The genocide against Christians have everything to do with the Biafran people. It has everything to do with our suffering. In as much as it is not called the Biafran issue, I bet you from the angle that Ted Cruz is coming and hammering down on Nigeria, it is going to get to a point where they will not have any other solution than to break up Nigeria. Because these monsters are not going to stop. And you can see how they are pushing back the Nigerian public that the United States want to save. They don't even want to be saved. You see how they are talking from both sides of their mouth, speaking nonsense from their mouth. Some of them are saying, don't come, talking about invasion, don't come, talking about mineral resources. Already, Nigeria has been invaded. Nigeria has already been invaded. That one is not a guesswork. It is 100% confirmed that Nigeria is invaded. Even as we speak, the bandits are still attacking. Yesterday, they did another attack. Just yesterday, bandits did another attack. That our brother is always going and bringing information. I will still play his video. Because they will never stop. If you think that they're going to stop, you are just wasting your time. You are just wasting your time. The only solution is only a breakup. And we are saying it so it will get to the ears of the United States government. It will get to Ted Cruz. As you join this platform, share it. If you know any one of them, tag them. More especially those in the US. Those in the US, tag your governors, tag your councillors, tag everyone you can be able to tag in our program. We are providing solution. The only solution in the case of Nigeria is Biafra. Disintegration. Let there be a referendum for people to decide, including the northern part of Nigeria. You know, they paint this picture, oh, they kill everybody. Nobody is supposed to die. Nobody has to die. Nobody, no innocent soul has to die. Simply because you want to force people into your region. Nobody has to die. Whether be it a Christian, be it a Muslim, be it a Hindu, be it a traditionalist, nobody needs to, no human, no soul need to be lost because of something that the British created. No soul need to be lost because of what the British created. We have lost a lot of people already. Only Biafran people have lost more than 5 million and still counting. Still counting. Look at the genocide videos that are coming. All this while, the media don't want these things to come online. But today, every of the secret they are hiding is coming out. All those secrets they are hiding right, left, and center, this and that, every one of them is coming out to the public at last. Everyone is coming out. And with all this is you see, and somebody will come and say that Donald Trump should not take action, you are a dreamer. You are a dreamer. Is it better for ISIS to invade you than the US to invade you? And by the way, haven't you been invaded already? Nigeria is already invaded. As we speak, as you are watching this program, Nigeria is already invaded, taken over by the terrorists. It is not a propaganda, it is not a blackmail, it is not a lie. Recently, Danjuma confirmed what he said 5 years ago. He still confirmed, he said he still stand on that word. Defend yourself. Defend yourself. And the funny thing that the people that are telling you to defend yourself did not give you any ammunition to defend yourself. They didn't give you any only cutlass to defend yourself. And remember, they are telling you to defend yourself against people that are holding automatic machine gun. How can you defend yourself from people that are holding automatic machine gun? Tell me, how are you going to defend yourself from them? How on earth are you going to defend yourself with people that are wearing automatic machine gun? That is an impossible mission. But every day you see them say, defend yourself. And now that somebody have come to defend you, they are pushing their blackmail and propaganda, telling you about mineral resources. The mineral resources you have in Nigeria, have you been enjoying it? Have you have any share in it? How much are you buying petroleum? You are the one of the largest producer of petroleum. How much do you buy petroleum in Nigeria? The farm you are farming to feed your family, you can't even farm again. The farmers can't go to farm. The farmers cannot. Your own security is not guaranteed. When you wake up in the morning, you go to your business, you're not even sure you're going to return back safely. When you go back into your room and you are sleeping, you are not sure that you're going to wake up in the next morning. That is how bad it is. That is how bad it is. We have seen people killed in their home. We have seen people homes destroyed. It will never stop. As we speak, just yesterday, this yesterday, the bandits struck again. Let me bring the video and play it, because we need to be showing the world what is going on. The bandits, they struck again. Just yesterday, they struck. They struck yesterday. And some people believe it is normal. It is business as usual. Nobody cares because it hasn't happened to you. You're waiting until it happens to you. Wait, when it happens to you, then you will understand what the people are facing. But as for we Biafran, we have lost lives already and not afford to lose anybody again in Biafra land. We cannot afford to lose any Biafra again, no matter how difficult it is, no matter what the case may be, no matter what the consequence may be. We have lost a lot of people and we cannot continue to lose people. Not in Biafra land anymore. So every one of you, continue to do anything you can do humanly possible to see that the voice of the Biafran people is heard. Anything you can do, anything humanly possible that you know you can do, make sure you do it. And anybody that is willing to support, we must support that very person. Anybody that is willing to take us away from this atrocity. You can imagine, even while US is warning them, as the warning is coming, they are still attacking. They are still attacking. I want you to listen. This our brother is doing a very great job. And it is not propaganda. He is stating facts, evidence, not false information. That is why I'm bringing him up anytime. He is up to date. Wherever they attack, he bring it. I want you to listen. Their latest attack.
Nigerians. So yesterday, being the 2nd of November, 2025, and also Sunday, right? Bandits attacked Sokoto State. Also, you know, some of the they call them bandits. Terrorists, aka bandits, attacked Sokoto State. That's yesterday. They attacked Isa town in Isa local government area of Sokoto. They attacked this place around 10:45 p.m. in the evening. In the night, because night don't reach. 10:45 p.m.
Just yesterday in car.
You know, when they give an update, and they give a time, and they give a date, and they give a place where the thing happen, and the local government, so the people don't come. It is straight up. I know they bring news where scratch the body. Now straight up, legit. Go and verify. That's why they put all these things there. Now make you go verify. You don't get. Now make you go verify. So they attacked this place that evening of yesterday. They enter. You know how they normally enter with bike, and they started shooting. They opened fire on the area. I can confirm to you that 4 people were seriously injured. 4 people. Four, you know, why these things going to touch you? Why some of you don't feel the heat? Why some of you don't feel the heat or feel concerned? It's because none of you have ever been victim, or your family don't be victim of all these things. I don't pray that any one of you become a victim of all these things. If you are the victim of these things, you're going to know the pain when they follow this news. What they do. Me, when they talk about, if you see the kind of pain where they feel inside of me, to come out every day to the report, waiting this people they do for the not. That the media is not showing out, they pay me. The media is not even showing anything.
No, they are busy fighting Christian genocide.
Now, government, that is why me I say, anything where they hide, me, English Alahaji, will they bring her out. If they hide her, me, I will bring her out. So, this one happened yesterday for here, for Sokoto State. 4 people were seriously injured, which I don't know if those guys will survive from the I don't think so, because their injury is very, very common. The bullet will really enter. Now, with the grace of God, they will survive. The bullet really go inside when only by the grace of God, these guys will survive. So, I bring on all these things, people that they see what they happen for this month, because the media know they show now anything. They make them feel like everywhere, everywhere is not okay. Everywhere is not okay. These people, every day by day, they keep attacking and attacking and attacking. And they don't want to stop. I don't think they will stop if we don't stop them. You don't understand? If we don't stop them, they will not stop. See now, and they say the government, they panic here and there, all because of tweets. We Donald Trump tweets, just tweets. Now they don't scatter everywhere. But we Nigerians, don't they hear? They cry. For months, they beg the government to come to arrest you. Come to arrest you. You know they affect them. They know they move. They know they move with our tears at all. But just ordinary one tweet, with the Donald Trump tweet, they don't scatter everywhere. So Nigerians, as a matter of fact, what happened yesterday night for this. It's at now for Isa local government area of Sokoto State. Some people were shot, seriously injured. I don't know if any of them will survive that wound. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they will survive it. You don't understand? I don't think that they will survive it, but I pray they survive. The media will not tell you, remember, they will not tell you. But me, English Alaji, I'm going to bring her out. If they hide her, they bring her out. So, you know the story? I cannot live here without telling the federal government of bandits to forsake.
You can imagine. In the midst of all these things, their media will never show these things. What they are busy doing is pushing propaganda and blackmail against Donald Trump. The only thing they do is propaganda and blackmail. In a very difficult time, that they need to put their head together and find a solution to the problem that is bedeviling everybody. But they will not do it. They will never do it. All they are busy is talking from right, left, and center. And of course, while they are talking, Donald Trump doesn't care. As they are doing their propaganda and talking rubbish everywhere, Donald Trump is busy preparing himself for the woto-woto. Donald Trump is busy preparing himself for woto-woto in Nigeria. He doesn't care about their nonsense. They can continue to push their lies, push their propaganda. He doesn't care.
Killing record numbers of Christians in Nigeria. And they have other countries very bad also. You know that. That part of the world very bad. They're killing the Christians and killing them in very large numbers. We're not going to allow that to happen.
Did you hear that? Donald Trump made it clear. They are killing Christians, killing a good number of people for religious purposes. And he's not going to allow it to happen. Go and check these people they are attacking now. The people are attacking Sokoto. Go and check it. Sokoto, is it not the place for Bishop Coker? It is the hometown of Bishop Coker. And that idiot is busy dining with the government. He is not talking anymore. He's one of those saying that there is no genocide. But his own place is invaded. Media will not even report it. But I thank Chukwu Okeke for Donald Trump. I thank Chukwu Okeke for Donald Trump. He is not stopping. They can continue to push their propaganda and blackmail. They can continue to deceive themselves. He's not stopping. You're welcome, my brother Gerard. Thank you so much for joining, Gerard. I appreciate you. So wherever you are, don't keep silent. Our own duty is to continue to expose these lies and atrocity. They should never stop. These people are not stopping. You heard that brother say it. They will not stop. They will not stop. In fact, they will even increase it. As we speak now, Showore was on protest. Showore was protesting in Lagos State. And these same people that cannot protect the innocent, they attack Showore. They attack Showore, attack protesters, destroy many lives and properties. Lagos is the worst of all the worst. Any place the worst place can hold protest. They wanted to conduct another NSAS is about to happen in Lagos. And I'm going to share with you the video we saw. From the protest, Showore led the protest, and they declared him wanted. They declared Showore wanted for holding protests, nothing more. For holding protests. I want us to see what transpired in Lagos today. As Showore went and protested for the destruction of people's building and property without notice, illegal destruction of properties. What is happening in Lagos?
We're in a world today, and the police is already attacking the big solution.
This is happening in Lagos, the Zoological Republic. Imagine.
Did I arrest everybody?
You can imagine. Unarmed people that are protesting for the destruction of their houses, and police is shooting at them. Shooting at people who are protesting. Unarmed people protesting. Police attack them. Shooting indiscriminately. This was recorded by Showore himself. You can see convoy of police. Just imagine. Just imagine them. Imagine. Imagine.
Ready to kill people who have demolished their houses. Very sad. Folks were just going from shooting. By the time we got there, the police had attacked peaceful protesters who had demolished their houses in the Oshoki area of Lagos. And I think they had intelligence that I was approaching the place as captured just tear gassing them. And they brought in more reinforcement. All of them were carrying lethal weapons. This is what we're talking about Nigeria this time. The police that ought to protect the citizens of Nigeria are busy chasing after and attacking innocent civilians, people who they don't build houses for, people they do nothing for. They're attacking them. And this is what you just watched live on my timeline now. So we couldn't enter the community. The whole place is barricaded. These are some of the demolitions that we've carried out, and they relate to homes of poor people. This is where the poor people have managed to run after the rich people drove them away from Bakoko and other places. We were told that the IGP, the legal IGP, actually embedded the police team to the people who could shoot and kill me if I showed up, but I still went there regardless. This is intelligence I had. So right now we'll be monitoring events as they're happening, and time permitting, we'll return back to that community. We must fight for these people. and ensure that they get what is theirs back. We cannot leave this country in the hands of criminals to keep exploiting the poor. That is what got us into where we are today. That is what led to what America decided to be their intervention, because they've seen weak and terrible leadership in Nigeria. They know
Of
that
course.
they don't mean well for Nigeria, but that doesn't mean that America mean well for Nigeria. They're just taking advantage.
But they wouldn't come if Nigeria was to be good.
Some of them have encouraged, because if you look at it, the same Americans come here, witness shambolic elections, go and hold their press conferences in DC, and say, well, the elections
Obama,
are
Democrat, not
that good, but
Trump.
these are the elections that produce these weak and human leaders in our country. We must ensure that we fight this people to a standstill. That's my position. That you do not ask for outside help each time you have a small problem. That is what led a lot of Americans.
This one is not small problem, Shore.
They're always praying to something. Always
Nigerian problem is not a small problem.
Something.
I disagree with you on that one.
Worship, the picture of a foreign god, or a religion that you know nothing about. And I'm not here to attack your freedom of worship or religion, but I'm telling you that it's part of our weakness. And when the people you are expecting to come and help you from nowhere don't come, you start looking for help. You're always looking for help. That's the problem with Africans. Instead of us to stand up against our traducers here, fight them to say, oh, we want America to come in. America will come in, shoot a few places, drop a few bombs, drones, and that's all, right? That's all. We move on again. And then maybe next time we're going to beg Russia to come and help us. We're going to beg China to come, North Korea to come and help us. But nobody but ourselves can free ourselves. And that is what you just said. A community of poor people. These guys have nothing, not a cloth on their back. All the police, Nigeria police does is to chase after them all private investors. Private investors, those are the people who are stealing their land.
That is the Nigeria that we want to end. This is why we don't want to be part of them. Shore is talking about small. Nigeria issue is not a small issue. It's a foundational problem that must be destroyed. Let the US go ahead. Let them go do whatever they want, the invasion or whatever they want to do, they should go ahead. All we want is to end Nigeria. At the end of the day, the only solution, it is not just to throw bomb, but no, at the end of the day, it is separation. Separation, because that is the cocoa of the problem. That is the major problem that's giving back to all these things. Separation. Already, people in the core north, they have their religion. If you enjoy that side, you go there. Those in the south have their own religion. If you want there, you go there. Those in the Yoruba land, they enjoy their own system. That is all we are asking for. That is all we want. Is it too much to ask? Look at the innocent people protesting for destruction of their homes, and you are throwing tear gas on them. You are shooting them. Up to the extent of declaring Showore wanted, they should shoot aside if they see him. You can imagine. Giving order that Showore should be shot any place they sight him. In a sane country, will you see that? Will you hear that kind of thing in a sane country? But it is happening in Nigeria, where a police will give order to the police. If you see this man on side, shoot him and let him take his life. This is what they have been doing to the Biafran people. You hear the cry of the people. You see how the people are crying everywhere. See how people are crying. See the situation of Nigeria. Chaos everywhere. It is chaos everywhere, right, left, and center. Nothing is working anyway. And you see people who want to come to your aid. You are talking rubbish. You see Donald Trump coming to your aid, you are talking rubbish. It's an opportunity for us Biafrans, and we will continue to expose the evil of Nigeria. The genocide is so much, you can't hide it. You can't hide it. The more they hide it, the more we expose it. And you can imagine, in Nigeria, they declared Showore wanted. Police declared him wanted because he was fighting for the poor ones. The police have the guts to declare Showore wanted in Nigeria. You can imagine that. Where do you see that? Just for protesting, the offense he committed is that he's protesting for. Look at the idiot.
I hereby, as the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Police Command, declare Showore wanted. I declare him wanted for the act of causing disturbance of public peace and an act to commit serious felony by planning and putting all the plan in motion to obstruct undetermined activity to cause hardship for the Russian and other Nigerians and commercially visitors who are transiting through this end. We will not allow this to happen. These are the agreements, and we ensure that we are closing it on him anywhere he is. We are aware that we are closing on him. We like this video and he couldn't come down. Let him come down. He came down in Abuja. Why is he afraid to come down in Lagos? He should come down. He should come down. Wherever he is, he should report himself to the DRM police station. Because I'm going to arrest him and investigate him and prosecute him. Thank you. And we have been 13 arrests of this miscreant and hoodlum. Because there's no any reason why this protest must take place. The people who are concerned, who are arrested.
Imagine what this bastard is saying, that there is no reason the protest should hold. Declaring Showore wanted for conducting a protest for the people you disenfranchised. Took away their property. There is no reason. He doesn't have any right to protest. Look at the clown. These are the thugs that are trained by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Look at them. Thugs, bunch of thugs trained by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. These are the thugs he has used to hold the Hitler of Lagos. Look at him declaring somebody wanted. You can imagine. Look at him. I don't know where this one is from. These are the kind of things you see in Nigeria.
We have been 13 arrests of this miscreant and hoodlum. Because there's no any reason why.
If there are any other people that are miscreant, it is you, the police people.
Who are concerned, who are residents of Olusoki, have been paid compensation by government for those who deserve, who entitled to.
Imagine their claim.
Compensation. And the people have remained in peace and they been living in peace in the community. But it's coming to Lagos to instigate crisis, to instigate violence, to not be tolerated. And I want all the Ghanaians to go about their lawful businesses without the fear of repression. Let him come down, let him put his leg on ground. He's driving in a vehicle and he's making video that police has covered everywhere and he can't come down. In the same way police cover everywhere that he came down in Abuja, let him come down here and you will see the wrath of the law that will equally be enforced on him.
You see the kind of threat.
These are the agreements.
See how they are threatening Showore? They threaten to take his life. Now he should dare and come down. This is the zoo that we are talking about. And I thank God that Donald J. Trump remembered them. I thank God that Donald J. Trump remembered them. And there is no going back. They are going to face the music. There is no going back. No matter how long it takes. No matter what it takes. There is no going back.
Some of these stats, they kind of blow you away. The Christians persecuted in Nigeria, how about 18,000 churches since 2009, 50,000 killed here, 5 million displaced, 7,000 killed in 2025. This is raging right now. How can you gauge what would be possible retribution? What could you actually do to stop this?
Well, I served in Nigeria when in my Special Forces unit in 2015. We provided them training. We were training their Navy SEALs on how to get after Boko Haram. We provide them arms and other types of security assistance.
You helped rescue those ladies, the girls.
Remember the girls, the 300 girls in Ainsley. It is just heartbreaking and disgusting. The vast majority were sold as sex slaves and brides into these Islamist organizations like Boko Haram and ISIS. So we work a lot with the Nigerians. What the president is saying is, I'm not going to put this as a back burner issue. This is an upfront issue. In Nigeria, you need to take it more seriously. Look, they've been fighting these insurgents, but it's been kind of up over the years. And again, when you have the Biden administration come in and say, this isn't important, we're gonna lift that designation. Remember they did that with the Houthis? You know, Trump says they're terrorists, and Biden says no, they're not, and and then they're out.
That is it. Trump designated them as terrorists, and Biden came and removed it. Trump designated them as terrorists. Biden came and removed it. And this man was an active person who came to train them, a member of the Navy SEAL. After training and gone back, what did they do? Some of them would take the training and go and join the Boko Haram. They will go and teach Boko Haram the secret. And the story continues. For how long is anybody going to continue to tolerate this madness? How long will anybody continue to allow this madness to continue to go on? Who in his right senses will support it? Who in his right senses will support this, for crying loud? That is why everybody must rise up wherever you are. We must continue to speak up. We must continue to add our voice. We must continue to make contributions in any way we can to make sure that our voice is being heard. These criminals are not giving up. This bunch of idiotic morons that are destroying families, destroying places, they will never give up. So if we don't go after them and fight them, they are going to continue their evil and atrocity. And we are giving the United States the idea on what to do. The only way to handle this issue, it is not just by talking. It is not just by talking and talking and talking. They must take action. The United States must take action. They must take action now. If they don't, it is going to be bad. It's going to be bad for everybody if they don't take action now.
U.S. President Donald Trump, as we back to this live this Sunday tomorrow, U.S. President Donald Trump says he has asked the Defense Department to prepare for a possible fast military action in Nigeria if the West African nation fails to crack down on the killing of Christians. Trump said in a post on Truth Social that the U.S. government will also immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria, Africa's most populous nation and top oil producer, if the United States sends in military forces. It will go in, he says, guns are blazing to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing horrible atrocities, Trump wrote, without providing any evidence of the specifics about the treatment of Christians there.
Imagine.
In the meantime, here is one of Nigeria's leading religious leaders, Pastor.
Imagine what this criminal is saying in the national TV. That the US is tagging them a country of concern without specific evidence. That the US is talking about Christian without a specific evidence. Even those of us in the media, we that in the media, in the social media, we have thousands of evidence, which I have played today. We have 501 Christians are murdered, buried in mass grave. 501. 501 in Plateau State in 2010. What other genocide can be more than that? The ones that are happening recently, the genocide that happened in Benue State is not genocide, it's not an evidence. A face is not an evidence.
The General Overseer of the Garden Light Assembly, with their headquarters here in Lagos, it's an interesting take on the issue of genocide.
Now listen to a pastor. Yoruba pastor. Listen to Yoruba pastor.
Over 40 years.
Yoruba pastor.
I have been a Christian. There have been killings in southern Kaduna.
Listen to Yoruba pastor.
On the plateau,
Mm.
there have been riots. Sometimes, I think it was in France, an image of Prophet Muhammad was defaced. Who remembers that?
Mm.
And as a result of that, there were killings of Christians in Nigeria.
Uh-huh.
And so it's nothing new.
Imagine.
It doesn't amount to genocide.
Imagine. Did you hear a pastor in the pulpit? A Yoruba pastor in the pulpit. After naming all this is naming, including 501 people that buried in mass grave, he said it does not amount to genocide. That for the 40 years he have existed, he said he has been seeing it happening. That it doesn't amount to genocide. You see, this is a pastor. Look at him, General Overseer, Garden Light Assembly, Pastor Wale Adefarasin. You can see what a pastor, you see why people, when you say you are a pastor, people spit at you. You see why people don't trust Christians anymore. You see why people don't even care about the Christianity. The bunch of idiots that people are contributing money for in their churches, they are not even ready to support their members. Adeboye, his own church member was killed. His own pastor was murdered. What did they do? A member of Kanu was beheaded. A member of Kanu was kidnapped and beheaded. Look at somebody standing. He's part of the Kanu. After he mentioned there have been, even including when there are riots everywhere, when they conduct something in France and they kill people in Nigeria, this man say it does not amount to genocide. Abomination of the highest order. And I don't know why Chukwu Abiyama will still allow these people to stand in altar and speak. Hear him.
The way the West are talking about it, it's as if a Christian steps on the street, his head will be blown off.
You hear what this man said?
And I'm trying.
That the way they are talking about it, it will seem if a Christian step out on the street, his head is blown up. Because this idiot is in Abuja or Lagos. This idiot is in Abuja. Let this idiot go to Borno and preach. Let him go and walk around in Borno alone. Even Plateau State, go to Plateau State and walk out alone. Let this idiot go to Zamfara and walk alone as a Christian. Go and do open air preaching. Go and preach. Because you are in Lagos in your office. Chukwu Okikabia will not forgive these people. These Yoruba pastors. These criminal Yoruba pastors. More especially the Yorubas. I don't know why their pastors are evil. And that is why I can agree with people who said that they are not Christians. These are Muslims, all of them. Who one way claim they have converted because they see the money that is flowing in their so-called church. The business of church. They have taken, the only business they know how to do very well is church business. That is the only business that the Yoruba pastors are first in it. Look at what somebody is saying. After naming the consistent and constant taking of life of the Biafra, of the Christians, he said it does not amount to genocide. That the West are talking as if when you go out, you chop off your head. Because his own head has not been chopped off. The daughter of Afenifere leader, her head was chopped off because she just went out and go to the street. There are many people who were traveling from one state that they could not get to their destination. They lost their life. Haven't you seen people walking in the street and they take them? Kidnapping that is happening every day, abducting people. Every day they're abducting people in Nigeria. Just yesterday, another one happened that I just played now. And this clown is here holding mic. That is why most Muslims will punish them when they are dying. They die a very painful death. Look at him. General Overseer. General Overseer, they phone you and tell you to come and lie in Arise TV with a face, and you are lying. God will never forgive you.
To understand this sudden love for Christians.
Imagine.
Is it because we now have one of the largest refineries in the world?
Imagine.
And no longer have to ship raw materials abroad?
Just listen to this man.
Finished products. Or is it because of the 21st
Imagine this wrong.
minerals that we now have in our earth.
Imagine this robot.
Used to generate nuclear power for electric vehicles.
Imagine this robot.
Those the reasons that our friends are threatening to invade our country to defend and protect Nigerian Christians. Selah.
And they are clapping for him. That is the idiocy in Nigeria. The idiocy in Nigeria that even when a pastor speaks a lie, the people will clap. This is why people don't want to associate themselves with Christianity. This is why you see the young ones campaigning about women and asking. You don't blame them. It's because of this idiocy that when they talk this nonsense, when they speak these lies, you see how he's working like a robot. And that is why Chukwukema is punishing them. After doing all their fake miracles and all fake promises to people, look at how he's ending up. Look at how he's working. With this idiot face, this is the kind of people they bring. Government paid them to come and blackmail.
And retardants. He said to it Nigeria's armed service system after last week's change of service chiefs by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. No fewer than 60 senior officers, including generals who are currently above the newly selected service chiefs in hierarchy, are expected to proceed on compulsory retirement in the coming days. Military tradition dictates that once new service chiefs are appointed, the officers senior to them must exit the system to preserve professionalism, discipline, and command structure. Officers of the Nigerian Defense Academy and the irregular courses 38 and 39, and a few from course 30, course 40, are expected to be imparted by the directive. Security and policy expert Dr. Kabir Adamu joins me now to consider the security implications of the Trump military threat against Nigeria and the spate of reshuffling and retirement in Nigeria's armed forces. Good to have you in the program, Dr. Kabir Adamu, and thank you for always obliging us.
Adamu, we know what Adamu will say now. Is it not Adamu?
My pleasure, Dr. Abati. Good evening.
They start their blackmail and propaganda.
Threat. Nigeria to be attacked, guns are blazing. Nigeria now being declared a country of particular concern with regard to religious freedom and what is called the persecution of Christians. Many of us have said, look, this is not about Christians. All lives matter. Christian lives matter. Muslim lives also matter. But what do you think?
Yeah, so Dr. Abati, the thing is this is not unsurprising for anyone who is either a student of international politics or has been in the domain of international politics. During his first tenure, the same thing happened. He imposed, or rather categorized Nigeria under the country of particular concern. Of course, when he lost the election, it was reversed by the Democrats. So now that he's back on the saddle of leadership as POTUS, 9 months into his presidency, we're seeing a repetition of that cycle. So frankly, I'm not surprised. And then all the indicators that would have told us that is going to happen were there. As early as March this year, the US Congress did pass a resolution to that effect. In July, the United States Commission for Religious International Freedom also released it on Nigeria. And it was very clear in that report when it recommended for the categorization of Nigeria under the country of particular concern. Before then, we know that at least 6 congressional visits have taken place to Nigeria. Different senators, different parliamentarians from the US have visited Nigeria, and in most instances have gone to Benue, have gone to Plateau State. Yes, they will come back to Abuja, maybe sometimes go to Lagos, and meet. But then, the fact that they are not going to Zamfara, they are not going to Katsina, will give you an indication of what kind of report they are going to give back. And of course, the U.S. Embassy that also has a representation for youth group is also sharing it. So we were not surprised. What is surprising, however, is this escalation to threaten to attack a sovereign state. This is completely against the rules-based system that we are used to, that the world has embraced.
Your criminal system has failed.
Cannot threaten
the criminal system,
the sovereignty of another state over an allegation that it has not even allowed the other country to respond.
Where do you have your sovereignty?
So clearly, there are other issues at play here, and one of the issues at play, Dr. Abati, is the domestic politics in the U.S. A lot of what is going on really is to align and strengthen and consolidate, his grassroots support, as it were, by mentioning things around, protecting Christianity across the world. That resonates very well with his local support base. Whether he would carry out that threat, we're not sure. The fact that he's carrying out that threat in a country like Venezuela, even though the issues are different, there it's about drug trafficking, and there is a direct correlation between the drug trafficking and the happenings within the United States. Here, it's religion, and everybody, just like you've indicated, and I'm very happy to hear Pastor Adifara's also mentioning this. Other Christian clerics have also spoken up to say, no, there is no Christian genocide. Yes, there are attacks, and those attacks are affecting.
There is some conspiracy theories, namely that this is an indication that the United States government does not want the Tinubu government in power. Two, that, okay, these speculations about coup attempt, now that we have been told that 42 officers have been arrested, that perhaps this has a connection.
Hey! This Nigeria is a very, these people are a bunch of idiots.
That President Trump is also interested in Nigeria's mineral resources. This is an attempt as part of his,
what a studio is discussing.
To grab Nigerian resources. Four, that the northern Nigeria, the north of Nigeria, is not likely to just take this at surface value. Can you help us unpack some of these conspiracy theories?
And I'm very happy that you concluded by referring to them as conspiracy theories. Dr. Abati, statecraft is not run on conspiracy theories. Statecraft is run on intelligence, is run on platforms that have been established to run statecraft. At this stage, I don't think it's beneficial to us to discuss conspiracy theories. There are some glaring facts that are very obvious. Number one, why don't we have ambassadors? It's one of the consequences of where we are is the absence of ambassadors in our mission. Number two, how have we managed all the indicators that I listed earlier on from March this year, when this development surfaced in the Congress, to the various motions that have been moved or bills that have been submitted by different congressmen, to the visits that I mentioned by different congressmen to Nigeria, to the engagement at the U.S. Embassy. And I must also mention the release of the July dashboard by the National Human Rights Commission. How have we managed all of that, as a country? Did we take note of those indicators? Even now that if you ask me, that our risk level should be at extreme. If another country is threatening to attack us, we should have elevated our risk level. But I haven't had anything in response to that from the government. How do we mobilize? What do we do in response to that? Are we waiting and sitting ducks for that to happen? The point I'm making is the conspiracy theories are flying, and I can tell you a lot more than what you've listed in terms of conspiracy theories. But for now, what would be important is for statecraft to take the front burner, so that our responses is coordinated and that we minimize this risk. At this stage, what is critical beyond anything, Dr. Abati, is to start de-risking, start de-escalating the situation. What do we do as a country? First, to insulate ourselves from the circumstances.
Dr. Adamu, how best do you think that the Nigerian government can treat this situation? We have been told that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is seeking an audience to meet with President Donald Trump. What's the approach that you recommend? How do we treat the situation?
No, I am very supportive of a direct, conversation with two leaders.
Talk with who? I talk to the Vice President, not Donald
one
Trump.
of the best and most
Donald Trump is not going to give you that
de-escalating
audience.
Tensions. But what would be the essence of the conversation? Is the conversation going to repeat the same things that I've had government officials repeated? If that is the case, then I doubt if the outcome of that conversation would be useful. I did publish an article on Business Day, and in that article, I presented a lot of pathways. I'll repeat some of them here. There are killings in Nigeria. Those killings affect both Muslims and Christians. So the government would need to admit that. The government also needs to admit its weaknesses in terms of its ability to reduce those or prevent those killings. It's reducing the killings. As you know, I run a company, and my database shows that the killings are reducing. So the government will also need to present that. Number three, the government needs to put together the facts and forget this kind of responses that are not based on facts. By that, I mean show in clear terms the perpetrators of the act, show in clear terms what it is doing to go after these perpetrators. And the government is doing a lot, like I said, in the last few months.
What will you say now? You are in their studio. You will talk rubbish. I thank you, you are talking to Trump, not me.
Put that forward. Number four, engage. Beyond anything, we need to strengthen our national cohesion. At this stage, the kind of conversation I'm seeing between Muslims and Christian communities, the government needs to step in to bring the two sides together. If possible, Dr. Abati, I would want a situation where we see a joint statement by the Christian Association of Nigeria and the Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs matter, jointly speaking together as one and presenting the facts. And there's so much to present so that the world understands that we're united on this matter. Yes, we condemn the killings, and as a country, we want the killings to end. What we would require from the United States is support to the government to end the killings and not to, attempt to divide us and create a risk element that would even lead to state collapse.
Dr. Kabiara, two questions. I would like you to address them very quickly because we're running out of time. You are a Muslim. You feel threatened, persecuted in Nigeria under the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And two, do you think that the United States has the right? No, the second part. They are very short questions. Do you think that the United States has the right to dictate to us, Nigeria, Africa's most populous country?
Shut your dirty mouth there. Apathy face. Look at you now. See how you talk. Even the way you speak, you are from a failed state.
Trump is overreaching his authority,
Shithole.
acting ultra violence.
The first part of your
from
question,
the way you are speaking alone,
I think, like you
are a failure.
Probably in the privileged category. In Abuja, and currently at your studio, I feel sick.
These are a bunch of idiots. They don't have anything to offer. Sometimes we bring them for you to know their mentality. I thank Chukwu Okabiama that the person that is in charge is Trump, not them. And Trump doesn't listen to this nonsense. He has given the order, and the order will be carried out. It's just a question of time. The gun will come blazing. And I bet you they cannot escape it. Let them continue to do all what they want to do, say all what they want to say, push all their blackmail and propaganda. They have reached the end of the tunnel, and there's no going back. No going back. every one of us, Biafran, this is an opportunity for us. If you see something, say something. All those documents you have, all those information, all those evidence you have, please begin to share it on social media. If there's any way you have been persecuted in Nigeria, any attack you have seen, anyone you have seen in witness, share it with us. This is the time for us to continue to speak. Expose them. They can't hide it. Look at pastors. Pastors. Are you surprised? Is it not the same government that hired pastors during the election? A government that went and hired pastors and gave them uniform. So when you see a pastor today coming to tell you that there is no Christian genocide, don't be sorry, say because he have a biggest refinery, bunch of nonsense. May Chukwuka have mercy. I thank Chukwuka who drank Trump, and we Biafra, we should continue to pray. Pray, be focused, and work hard. At the end of the day, it will be to your tent, O Israel. You say you're not killing Christians. Okay. Conduct a referendum. Everybody choose where you want to be. Simple. We find our way. We must leave that to Zoological Republic. There's no truth about it. I appreciate everyone that joined us on this evening. It's a very short evening program. And remember, tomorrow, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is coming to court tomorrow. Tomorrow is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu court case. So please share this very video, share these informations. Join us tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Biafran time. 7:30 a.m. Biafran time. Join us. We are going to connect to Abuja to hear what the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be. Remember, tomorrow, next tomorrow, and the other one is the decision making. They are going to decide on the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has already filed a motion. No case. He has filed no case submission. He has read it out. We are not afraid. Whatever be the result, we don't care. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has no case. And the US is watching. And I thank God that it's coming at this very time. I thank God it's coming at the very time. So my brothers and sisters, wherever you are, I appreciate every one of you that join us on this program. Please like and share if you have not shared. And make sure you join us on tomorrow morning program. Touch your notification bell if you're not touched it, and like the program. I have up to 46 people, but only how many people like it? People that like the program is not even up to 15. It is a shame. Click like. It doesn't cost money. It is free of charge. It will not take your data. It's not going to take your money. It is not supercharged. Click like. When you like a program, that will help to trigger the algorithm to invite others to come. When you like the program, YouTube is subscribing it to other people. We will be suggesting it to other people. That is the essence of liking. When you like, you are also preaching the gospel. When you like, it will trigger them to begin to suggest the video for other people. You don't have to wait for us to beg you to like. It is for us. It is for you. It is for me. It's for all of us to make sure that people are seeing us. To make sure that the world is watching what we are seeing. All these videos, like this attack that happened yesterday that we played. The guy spoke about it. These are informations. Attack that happened yesterday. So as they are pushing their lie and covering, we are bringing it out. What do? When you join us on the platform? You click like. You share the program. Imagine, only 15 people like. We are here. We're almost 50 here in this program. Almost 50. But only 15 people like it. Even if you don't like it, okay, click thumbs down. If you don't want to give thumbs up, give thumbs down. If you don't want to give thumbs up, give thumbs down. This is how to support the program. This is how to make the program move. It doesn't cost money. It is free. It doesn't take your data. Just that place that is thumbs up, you just give that thumbs up and you share. Well, please just try and help us. When we come here, we talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. When you talk and you don't help us to do your own part, the message will remain in the same place. People who are supposed to hear us will not hear us. But when you give that thumbs up, YouTube will be suggesting that very program. They'll be suggesting it to people. They'll be showing it to other people that they know that what the kind of program will do. They'll be suggesting it. That is how a platform becomes visible. That is how the message goes. As you're giving thumbs up, they will suggest even to the white people, even to people you don't even expect will get your video, and they will see it. That's how to promote the cause. Everybody. It doesn't cost money. It will not reduce your data. It will not take any money away from you. As you have spent your time to be in this program for almost 1 hour plus, you are here. Just give a thumbs up. Simple. I appreciate everybody that have been with us. I thank you all for your support. For those who have given the thumbs up, may Chukwu Okike guide you. Those who have helped out to share, may Chukwu Okike protect you. Everyone, all the Biafrans, mainly people in the homeland, may Chukwu Okike guide and protect you, secure you, give you long life and prosperity. I pray for all our leaders, all the leaders of Biafra. Chukwu Okike will guide and protect them, more especially our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, and our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi, who is coming to court tomorrow. We pray that his court case tomorrow will be to his own advantage. We pray that tomorrow it will be to our own favor. We pray that tomorrow, whatever happens, will be to our own favor. Thank you so much for being part of the program. See you again tomorrow morning. Stay blessed, and may Chukwu come again and protect you. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear, now go with the go so. Herdsmen, they kill us every day, for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they run to? Who be that? I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jealous. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive. We have up where this government they cause na time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come. It is very close and they feel when the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They don't even care, they don't even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. But now them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.